four-time president.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it.
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers.
You're right. I'm not.
Woo, get excited because Captain America Brave New World will leave you on the edge of your seat as Anthony Mackie reprises his role as Sam Wilson, and we see him carry on the Captain America shield. And joining us to tell us more is Anthony Mackie himself. Welcome to the morning show.
Morgan, where are you? Are you in Toronto?
Yes, I'm based in Toronto.
You are freezing. I'm sorry, Toronto. I was told it's Toronto.
That's true. We say very specifically Toronto. Now, the last time I saw you in Toronto was at the premiere of Deadpool and Wolverine. You look like you just had so much fun hanging out with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
I've known Hugh for a long time because we did Real Steel together, and Hugh's one of those people, as soon as you meet him, he's just a wonderful human being, you know? And Ryan's one of those people as well. I don't know if it was because he was in Canada and he was home, he was getting some home cooking, but every time I see Ryan, he's just one of those dudes, those two together. I'm like, of course y'all would make a movie this good because the two of you are so fun to be around that it's just like the perfect storm.
Speaking of good movies, I have to admit, The Winter Soldier is still one of my favorite MCU films. When you were first cast as Sam Wilson, could you have ever predicted that you'd be starring in your own Captain America movie?
Not at all. When I was first cast in the movie, it's funny. I never saw the projection or the scope of what Sam Wilson was growing to. But that was, it was always in the cards. You know, these films are planned, 5-10 years out. I loved the character just simply because of who he was and what he stood for. I love the fact that the loyalty of this human being made Steve Rogers recognize that this is a true and trusted friend. So I love the character. I love everything about him.
Absolutely. I had the chance to interview Harrison Ford back in 2023 when he was promoting his last Indiana Jones movie. And I asked him about working with you, and Harrison just lit up. And, he doesn't always do that, as you know. And you had posted this amazing behind-the-scenes photo of you and Harrison on set. And you wrote this: "Thanks for the on-set wisdom and laughs, my friend." So the question is, what's the best piece of wisdom or advice you got from him?
It's funny because I don't know if it's because of his deep voice. I don't know if it's because, a lot of it is projection. Him being in the business so long, everybody just gets nervous when he comes around. But Harrison has so much fun. Like, he did this movie because he wanted to have fun. Like, he came to set every day and he was like, let's shoot this shit. And everybody just lit up like, oh my God, Harrison Ford, And it wasn't so much the wisdom that he spoke, it was the way he represented himself on set. And a funny story to answer the question. You've been on set, you have all the actors around in their chairs and you're eating your little sandwiches and snacks between setups. And they usually take the star and put him off somewhere and air condition and nice, better food. Harrison, all of us were sitting around in our tent. Zosha was there, Shira was there, Danny, and we're just sitting there smug in the sun, sweating. Harrison takes his chair and drags it all the way across set. And he comes into the tent and he sits down with all of us and he just starts talking, joining into the conversation like he's one of the actors, like just one of the guys on the movie. And from that was like the first or second week of shooting. And after that, we all knew that the playing field was even. We all knew that there was no hierarchy because he was Harrison Ford. He was just one of the guys in the movie. And I think you see that in the movie with everybody's intentions and reactions and trust of each other. I think that's why the relationships come across so well in the film.
That's such an amazing story. It's really rare when actors get to be part of a franchise with this level of dedication when it comes to the fan base. When you reflect on the last decade of being a part of the MCU, how would you even describe this time?
The only word I can use to describe it is family. I've really connected and made friends in the MCU that have become my family. When Sebastian Stan won his Golden Globe, that meant so much to me. It was crazy to think when we met and where we are now as brothers. You know, like every time I talk to Chris, it makes me happy. You know, I look forward to seeing Hemsworth. You know, I love bumping into Ruffalo and hearing his crazy stories. I love playing golf with Don Cheadle. You know, it's family. It's one of those things to where you come together and you come around so much that you become an integral part in other people's lives. And, you know, that's what we need now. We need those moments of reality and those beacons of home to like keep us there and keep us safe.
Oh, such a great answer. Listen, congratulations. You're one of my favorite actors to interview. Congratulations on the film.
Now wait, before you go, we have to talk about the wildlife in Toronto.
What do you want to talk about?
What is going on? I stayed in King West, right around the corner from the movie theater we were at, all right? I saw skunks. There are more skunks. There are more raccoons, coyotes, rabbits. Nobody will believe me. I have a picture of it. There was a platypus outside my house one day. I'm dead ass. What is going on in Toronto?
Well, when it comes to the coyotes, it's actually becoming a bit of a problem here. Yeah, animals are everywhere.
Have you seen the skunks?
Yeah, we can smell them. That is so funny that you're bringing that up.
That was my best memory of Toronto. There's a lot of wildlife.
Listen, I'm getting the wrap, but thanks so much. Yeah, I can't wait for everyone to see this. Captain America: Brave New World hits theaters this Friday.